Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Dan here, back again with a little package from eBay. I'm gonna get that opened up and check out what I got. I went after a few things in particular, but I ended up buying a bunch of things from the same seller. As is often the case, you get discounts and so forth. So let's just get it all out and see what I got here. Okay, first is the movie that started it all, and I have the entire collection except Evil Dead Rise, but the original Evil Dead. Check out that cover. I love the green there. What can you say? Pretty decent amount of bonus features. DVD from a while back, but looks like it has a pretty good amount of bonus features, so can't wait to watch that again, of course. I remember watching that with a bunch of high school friends in the middle of the night. Everyone was screaming. It was great. Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter, something I know Bronco Juggalo and many other people have reviewed this somewhat recently, so I've definitely wanted to go back and take another look at this. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Hammer film, of course. So, Carolyn Monroe, can't go wrong there. And then we have a 4-movie collection, and I mainly got this for The Hollow Man. And what the heck, The Hollow Man 2. It also has Fortress 2 with Christopher Lambert and Pam Grier again. She was in the first one. That's pretty much what I remember of the first one. And then a movie called The Harvest. I don't know anything about it, but all the reworkings of the classic Universal films. I've been collecting all those, and I haven't heard great things about all of them. Like I just saw The Wolfman a while back, but I'm coming around to watching them all and sort of comparing them to the original classics. Hollow Man being an Invisible Man story, of course. Oh, I forgot to look at the inside of Captain Kronos, or I thought I did, but here it is again. Got all the title cards there. And next is an Amicus film that I don't have, and in fact have never seen before. It's got a great cast, as you can see there. I won't say too much about it right now, because at the end of this video, I have a quick 2-minute review. And next is another Amicus film. This one is an anthology film, which is, of course, what the format that they're known for. By the way, both of these are directed by Freddie Francis. This one also stars Peter Cushing, but it also has Jack Palance. They're in the same segment, by the way, so they interact with each other, which is cool. And it also stars Burgess Meredith as Dr. Diablo. Pretty good anthology film. I've only seen it once, so I'm really looking forward to rewatching this one. And next, the title grabbed me, although I really don't think it is really affiliated with the original film. This is Night of the Living Dead 3D. 3D glasses included. This stars Jeffrey Combs and Andrew Divoff, which I'm sure are probably about the 2 best things involved with this. I wasn't sure if it was a remake of the original, but the plot seems to be substantially different. You have a mortician in a funeral home creating zombies, I believe, with chemicals. So we'll check that out. And here I'm opening up the plastic and getting out the 3D goggles. All right, so in the comments below, of course, as always, let me know if you've seen any of these. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. And here comes the bonus review. What's up, guys? And here's a bonus review of The Skull, one of the 2 Amicus films, along with Torture Garden, that I got in this haul. I had never seen The Skull before. I wasn't 100% sure if it was an anthology film, like many of the famous Amicus films were. It is actually not. It does star some real veterans, of course. Peter Cushing is the main protagonist in this, and Christopher Lee plays a friend of his. Patrick Wymark plays this shady antique stealer. Of course, he was in movies like Cromwell and Witchfinder General. And Michael Gow, we see Michael Gow in the beginning. He's auctioning off some rare artifacts, and Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing are in a bidding war, and they both collect these artifacts. And that's actually one of the best things about the film is just to sit back and watch it and just to admire the setting. Both of them have these incredible houses. We see more of Peter Cushing's house, where they have all these masks and different artifacts from around the world, and many of them seem to be tied to the occult, and it's just kind of cool to look at. At any rate, this is based on a story by Robert Bloch, who of course wrote Psycho, and it opens up with someone digging up a grave, which happens to be the Marquis de Sade, and taking the skull, and then something horrible happens, and then we flash forward to modern times, which is about 1965 or so, when this was made, and you see Peter Cushing is dealing with this very shady antique dealer, played by Patrick Wymark, who eventually sells him the skull, and when he tells Christopher Lee about it, Christopher Lee seems to be like not happy about it, and he says, "Oh," and then he says, "Oh, I know who the original owner was. The previous owner was me. It was stolen from me, but I don't care. You could have it, and you don't need to have it. It's evil, you know." And then bad things start to happen, and you have a series of sort of hallucinogenic situations. Strange people come and take Peter Cushing away, and you're kind of questioning whether or not it's real, and he's actually forced to play a pretty sinister game at one point that we've seen in other films, and there's just a series of sort of episodes like that, and some people that sort of, you know, there's a landlord and there's some other people that sort of come in contact with the skull, and bad things happen to them, and Peter Cushing starts to lose his sanity. And it's pretty good. You know, I have to admit, I was still not feeling 100%, so I nodded off a few times, and then I had to rewind, so I think the flow of it sort of got interrupted, but I think it was about 90 minutes. It wasn't exceptionally long, and it kind of went by pretty well. I think the best part of it was just to watch the actors interact with each other, especially these three here, and that was a lot of fun. And just to absorb the scenery, the setting rather, and the set design, and just to check out all the props that they were using. So yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Not the very best of its type, or the best from Amicus. I prefer their anthology films, like many of us do. And I just wanted to mention, of course, I'm following along with the process, as Amicus is actually going to be resurrected, and there's a new anthology film in the works. It's from the director of these films and many others, Laurie Brewster, who runs Hex Studios. So, you know, I've been following along with the progress on Facebook, and they're actually renovating some buildings, and you know, they're going to be able to reuse some of the same sets and change the paint, and they've got some old sort of, you know, old looking fireplaces and things, and some of the windows look like, you know, the kind of type of windows you would see in the back of an Amicus film. So very excited about that, and can't wait for that film to finally come out and to review a new film from Amicus. That'll be awesome. Anyway, there it is, guys. Have you seen the skull? Have you heard of it? Fantastic cover, you have to admit. But that is my haul and my bonus review of the skull, and I'll check you next time.